I'm sure most people watching this video are familiar with the Iceberg charts, but if you're not, it's basically a chart which relates to a movie, TV show, video game, etc., where entries at the tip of the iceberg are surface level topics, and as you go deeper, the entries become darker and more obscure. With that, I present the Geometry Dash Iceberg. Before we start discussing the entries, I would like to give a few disclaimers and thank yous. A huge shout out to Skele and Dysbelief for making this iceberg and also for helping me out with some of the entries that I didn't really know a lot about, so thanks to them. I would also like to thank Koopazu for reading over my script and helping me with some extra entries to put on the iceberg. Most of the entries on this iceberg were made by the three aforementioned people, but Koop and I also added a fair amount of entries. On top of that, I also decided to switch around a few placements of entries from the original iceberg to make it as consistent as possible. Now, there are some disclaimers I have to get out of the way before starting. Firstly, if you are an outsider who isn't familiar with the Geometry Dash community, you are likely going to have a very hard time following along with this video beyond the first two layers. There are over 70 entries on this iceberg, and there is definitely a lot more to this game than you would think. Secondly, in many iceberg videos there is a health bar element to give the viewers an idea of the uploader's knowledge of all of the topics. I don't think that's necessary for this video since one of the creators gave me a lot of help with the explanations. Lastly, a quick 2-in-1. This is a screamer and jump scare free video, but I need to say that there is a fair amount of mature subject matter in this video that will be discussed, and viewer discretion is advised. With all of that out of the way, let's get on to the video. God Eater. Astral Divinity by Novelboy was originally known as God Eater. This level looked very close to what Astral Divinity looks like, minus some art pieces. These art pieces are why God Eater was changed, which was to avoid copyright issues. Gerald Brown. The account Gerald Brown uploaded a lot of levels in a small time period which were all getting featured. Suspicions surrounding this account were very high until it was revealed that the account was run by a team of creators from the community. Meltdown songs in the game's files. By using hacks, we can find that the songs from Geometry Dash Meltdown are in the editor when we click past Finger Dash. This could mean that it was planned to include these songs in the game when 2.0 was released, but unfortunately this did not happen. The Hell series. The Hell series was a series of quote-unquote impossible levels released by SUOMI way back in Update 1.2. These levels were some of the very first extreme demons in Geometry Dash and were verified illegitimately. However, you can play the legitimately verified remakes on Stormfly's account right now. Fixed moderator promotions. An open secret at this point, the more recent moderator promotions have been heavily based on users which were level reviewers in Vibrant's Discord server. Not really a scandal of any kind, but this annoyed a lot of community members who were aiming to be promoted to Geometry Dash moderator. Ultimate Destruction. Ultimate Destruction was an official level in the beta version of Geometry Dash, which was called Geometry Jump at the time. This level has since been removed in favor of Base After Base. We can see Ultimate Destruction in its entirety on RobTop's YouTube channel, which means that this level has been completely remade and uploaded to the servers, preventing the level from ever becoming lost. By the way, quick edit, I am pronouncing Ultimate incorrectly on purpose. Sari. Sari was a Korean player who achieved number 1 on the leaderboards for a long period of time before 1.9. Sari also published levels which were well known throughout 1.8 and 1.9 for the difficulty that Sari put into them. These levels were Hate War, Red World, and Collaboration. Sari has been a mysterious player throughout the history of Geometry Dash, not having a lot known about him and whether or not his stars were gained legitimately. Clubstep Monsters. This one's very simple, it just kind of touches on the subject of clubstep monsters and how they've become a well-known meme in the community. It started with Mystic, which evolved into Clubette, and well, you get the idea. Element 111RG. Possibly the most mysterious extreme demon in Geometry Dash, Element 111RG was a level which can't be completely recovered today as it was deleted. It said that its difficulty could rival some of the hardest levels today, despite being from the early updates of Geometry Dash. I can't give this topic as much justice as the video that Stormfly has on his channel, so I'll have the link to that in the description. Featured levels without stars. There are a handful of levels which are featured but don't award you any stars when you complete them. All of these levels are pretty old, with the most recent instance being from 1.6, so this likely will not happen again. Dorabe's Gender. This is a strange debate surrounding the gender of level creator Dorabe, who was well known throughout 1.8 into 2.0 and is still looked back upon fondly to this day. As far as I know, we don't have a concrete answer to this question, and since Dorabe has vanished from the community, it's unlikely we will ever get the true answer. Neptune. Neptune was a player and creator famous for his version 2 levels that you can find in the map packs. He's kind of mysterious, and it's accepted by the community that he was a hacker, but it is unknown exactly what all he hacked and what was actually legitimate. Danzeman's YouTube hacked. Pretty self-explanatory entry, Danzeman's YouTube channel was hacked and started uploading strange videos, but he has since gotten his channel back. Etzer is not what he seems. Etzer was exposed by TH31 for cheating users out of virtual items and stealing their money. When this information was brought to light, Etzer paid back all of the money he owed to protect his reputation. Nepesta lesson in meme culture. This entry simply refers to Nepesta being a meme with his Kinos reaction and the lesson in meme culture video which accompanied that. Ocular Miracle corruption. The version of Ocular Miracle which was originally rated caused problems with Geometry Dash, making certain aspects of the game load incorrectly and therefore corrupting the game. This is no longer a problem as the level has been split into 3 different rated levels. Murder Metal. Xylonox's level Murder Metal was deleted from the servers when RobTop, in an effort to prevent suggestive or inappropriate levels appearing on the servers, purged levels which had certain words in their titles. Murder Metal by Xylonox fell victim to this. Timeless Reel. The creator of the Lightning Road. Timeless had a green username for a very long time before registering for an account in 2.1. He then slightly updated the Lightning Road. Who is Sanic? The most unknown creator in Artificial Ascent, MLG Sanic was a friend of Ancient Anubis and a mod in his Twitch chat when Artificial Ascent was first starting to become a mega collab. He also has a part in the Catalyst by Chips, another 2.0 mega collab filled with very well-known creators. Firebird. This is apparently the rumored second song to be used in Update 2.2. Xylan League. This was a clan which acted as a competitor to Geostorm for a while, but eventually dissolved after Geostorm took a lot of their members. The Old Zimnire 12. The account that Zimnire 12 uses was originally called GW Crayon Pop. This means that he likely stole the account from a Korean player. GW Snow. GW Snow was the owner of GW. The alleged cause of the fallout of GW was because of Snow's dictatorial tendencies. Tamartin is run by twins. Geometry Dash moderator Count Tamartin is actually run by twin brothers, Thomas and Martin. This is very interesting because of Tamartin's reputation as a skilled builder. However, it's believed that only one of the brothers does most of the building. GD Speed is a similar case where the account is also run by brothers, where one brother does most of the building. Skull.ogg. Apparently Skull.ogg was an actual creepypasta which was made into a song on Newgrounds. Newgrounds just so happens to be the music provider for Geometry Dash, so Skull.ogg was eventually used in some creepy levels like Lost Locked. Old Yatagarasu. The Yatagarasu we know today did not always look like this. During the level's development, a handful of parts were updated like Vibrant and Anubis. There were also 2 removed parts from the level being made by Cyclic and Manix respectively. Both of these parts were in the same slot and were eventually placed by Abstract Dark, winner of the part making contest. Videos of all the old parts still exist today if you want to see them. Crack's Artificial Ascent part. Crack originally had a part in Artificial Ascent. It is still accessible in the editor if you copy the level, sitting above Xanthic Alpha's part. It was removed by Viperin when he took over hosting the level. Default 12 Days. This is the name given to a bug that occurs with timed elements to Geometry Dash like dailies and chests. Zezer hacking. In 2.0, level creator Zezer was hacked, turning all of his rated levels into free stars. All of his levels also had messages which alluded to Triaxis, who was a controversial figure in the community at the time. The culprit of this hacking is still unknown, but it was thought for a while that it could have been Tigrisek, host of Phobos. There were a few coincidences that could have led to this, but I think that this is highly unlikely. Exotic. The number 1 player during most of 1.9 was Exotic before he suddenly disappeared in 2.0. His presence on the leaderboard was suspicious to say the least, with rumors that he hacked all of his stars and demons. His vanishing in 2.0 was thought to be because of his death to a virus, which he confirmed that he had in a tweet. If you search the Exotic account in Geometry Dash, you can find it, but it is currently owned by a Spanish player who claimed to be Exotic on a YouTube channel, but this was debunked very quickly as it was known that Exotic was Korean. Play 11076696. This is Black P2S Full's alternate account. If that name doesn't ring any bells, he's the creator of Alphabet X, Silent Club, and the first ever mega collab called Time of Begin. Caustic was hacked. Caustic, the alternate account of Funny Game and uploader of famous 1.9 demon Death Moon, was hacked in 2.1. The hacker claimed that the account was given to him, and possibly the most interesting part of this story is that the hacker uploaded a collab with Divert, which was featured. When it was learned that Caustic was actually hacked, the level was unrated. Electro Mario 2001. This was a YouTube channel run by a level montage creator with a quote-unquote almost flawless hacking method for the time. He ended up deleting his channel later, but there is an archive that you can find which contains most of his old videos. Clup Adventure, an old demon that was updated to a joke level by a hacker named Volton. This saved the level remained for a while before eventually being reverted. Triaxis. Triaxis has been a part of many controversial situations. It was all sparked when he was kicked from Geostorm and he threatened suicide. He also exposed himself shortly after this for being a pedophile. There's so much about Triaxis that won't be gone over here, but you can spend some time on that rabbit hole if you want to. Verified coins with no rate. There's a single level on the servers right now with verified coins but no stars. The most likely explanation for this is that the level was once rated with verified coins, but was unrated and RobTop forgot to unverify the coins. Chris Credible on the news. Geometry Dash YouTuber Chris Credible appeared on his local news. It's only a 2-minute long video, but it is still kind of cool that a Geometry Dash player got on the news, even if the reporter said Geometry Dash wrong.
Geometry challenge.
Blacklights by Chips. This was a demon that got unrated for no public reason. Despite there being a theory about dislike from Furry Dash, the true reason isn't known by the community. Insane Demon Leaderboard AUTOBAN. This entry refers to an automatic ban from the Insane Demon leaderboards if you complete an Insane Demon in under 100 attempts. Hell Escapists. This is the name of an almost completely lost demon by Team Smoke Weed that had a secret way. Only 15 seconds of the original level can be seen today on YouTube, and the rest has become lost. Lithofusion, a figure in the community with a quote-unquote non-existent reputation. Lithofusion created Killbot and its sequel, Requiem, to tell a story about a virus which controls you. It's actually a pretty interesting story, including the actual death of a Geometry Dash community member, but this story is overshadowed by Lithofusion's controversies. The Devin is El Shavas. I'm sure most know this by now, but the Devin, famous level creator, is also known as El Shavas on Newgrounds. El Shavas has had his music used in famous levels like Duelo Maestro. Revolution X. This was a demon that was created by Wreckage, which was deleted during the Team Hacks purge. If you want more information on that, I'll leave a link in the description to Stormfly's video. Alphabet S still rated. This Alphabet level, which was previously assumed to be lost, was found to have been stolen and rated under the name Transparent Mega 07, uploaded by the same creator as Super Rocket 300X. A JadaBoss Mega Collab concept. Pretty recent controversy. Mega Collab host a JadaBoss presented a level concept to Mindcap, which contained racist and homophobic elements. The level would contain a recreation of an actual shooting against LGBTQ+ people, but this was a pretty big situation in the community and projected more hate onto a JadaBoss, a person who already wasn't well regarded. DD Shut Jew. This is a level which supposedly was uploaded without the knowledge of the level uploader II Stinky II. The level has some creepy art and the quote-unquote song is also disturbing. You can watch a video of the level on YouTube, but searching this level on the servers yields no results. Atlantis. This is a lost level by Majako, which was released between Silent Hill and Stereo Demoness. It was also mentioned in a C1997 video. Mr. Peepees. Mr. Peepees, uploader of popular early 2.1 demon Freedom, has a reputation for just being an all-around weird guy, with slightly disturbing replies to comments on some of his videos. ANABAN was a hoax. Allegedly, ANABAN was just an inside joke by the Spanish community of Geometry Dash, which gained a lot of traction around the community as a whole. and kind of spiraled out of control. Color 1 black icons have no glow on the menu. This one is self-explanatory. Icons, which use black as their first color, don't have glow. Why is this? We may never know. Infrared was stolen. Infrared, a 1.9 mega collab demon, was originally to be a collaboration between known and unknown creators, which was started by Trailstar before his claim to fame. After Giron got involved in the level, he apparently took charge and it became more of his project. Frost II. Frost was a moderator for a short period of time in 2.0 before it was discovered that his account had been hacked. He was promptly demoted. Brian the Burger's Yada record doesn't count. Brian the Burger, popular Extreme Demon completionist, fluked Yatagarasu from a quote-unquote ludicrous percentage. Because of the fluke, list moderators commented, "Brian the Burger's Yada record doesn't count" on the video of his completion. Creator Cold. During the Team Hack scandal, level builder Creator Cold had all of his rated levels wrongly deleted. This led to him losing all of his creator points. Thankfully though, we are still able to see all of his levels to this day as they all have videos on YouTube. Pause can rate levels. After a level request stream where Pause said he did not send levels on stream, some community members theorized that Pause had the ability to rate levels, which he wasn't allowed to show himself doing. Although this is an interesting theory, it was debunked when RobTop showed how he rate levels in a stream of his own. Roadbows' lost levels. Roadbows, creator of Ice Carbon Diablo X, had an extensive level catalog, most of which has been restored today thanks to community members like Evnos and Stormfly. However, there are still 17 confirmed levels by Roadbows which cannot be restored, rendering them lost. Fake SUOMI face reveal. When SUOMI was a popular creator, there were 2 fake images that claimed to be of SUOMI. One of these claimed face reveals can still be found on Google Images just by searching SUOMI face reveal. The second and more realistic photo, which Roblox showed in one of his streams, has likely been lost to time. I was actually watching that stream with SUOMI in the chat, who was leading on to the fact that the picture was real, before retracting their statement when the stream ended. Dokdo is Korea. There is an island in the Pacific West that was claimed by Japan and Korea. Dokdo is the Korean name of this island, and a bunch of Korean Geometry Dash players made levels and comments about it. Tosh played the wrong Sakupen circles. Allegedly, when Tosh Deluxe was asked to make a montage of Zimnire 12's Sakupen circles, he mistakenly made a montage of the Nick 24 version of Sakupen circles, which jump-started this version's popularity. Spike Mania. This level received a lot of hate when it was rated. The reason it was rated was not for its gameplay or decoration, instead because of the creator, Monkey J Forever, correctly answering a riddle asked by RobTop in a Twitch stream. The riddle had something to do with the number 13 not being on the clock. When Monkey J Forever was the first to answer the riddle correctly, RobTop asked for the ID of a random level to rate, and the level was Spike Mania. RobTop even made a remark to the creator that his level needed more detail, but Spike Mania was rated anyway. Kaz8o saved Ice Carbon Diablo X. Hacker Kaz8o was messing around and accidentally put a bunch of Robo's levels onto Powerbomb's old account. Shortly after this, Robo's deleted all of his levels, including some rated ones. DJVI Challenge. This is a featured level which is created by music producer DJVI, who has made songs used in official levels in Geometry Dash. You can still play this level today, but it is under a green username, meaning that if you were to stumble upon it, you would probably not realize that it was made by DJVI. Quasar and Dead Children. Quasar, the first victor of Bloodbath and creator of Lemon Skate, is a necrophiliac. He has been exposed for wanting to perform sexual acts on deceased children. This was a few years ago, and allegedly Quasar did admit himself somewhere to kick this fetish, but this hasn't been confirmed, and it's unknown if Quasar is still a necrophiliac today. King's Dead. This is the name of a supposed level made by Roadbows only around 6 months ago. The problem is that it hasn't been confirmed whether or not Roadbows actually made this level. The original level uploaded on the account Roadkiller was deleted very shortly after being uploaded, but there is now a nerfed and re-uploaded version of the level on the same account, as well as copies of the level on the server to make sure that the current version of the level doesn't become lost. Level IDs before 128. I'm sure some of you know that by searching level ID 128, you find the oldest remaining online level on the servers made by Real Storm. However, this raises the question, what levels could have been on the servers before the one we know of today? Certainly there must have been multiple test levels uploaded by RobTop to test the server's abilities, as well as the possibility of levels made by users before Storm, not to mention that the title First Level does not necessarily mean it was the first online level uploaded. It could also be Storm naming the level to say that it was his first. The only person who can really answer this question is Storm himself, or possibly Darnock. Unfortunately, any level uploaded before ID 128 will most likely never have anything known about it because of obscurity. SGT Turtu is dead. Arctic Island is one of the hardest 8-star levels in Geometry Dash and was uploaded by a creator named SGT Turtu at the time, but searching for this level now shows a green username. Like a stew, former popular Star Grinder uploaded a video completion of Arctic Island, which had a cryptic description that alluded to SGT Turtu's death. On top of this, the top comment on Arctic Island states the same thing. Lekastu deleted his channel, which also got rid of the video, meaning that we can't see the description today. It was unknown for a very long time whether or not SGT Turtu was actually alive or dead, as since he has a green username, it wasn't possible to send an in-game message, and even if we could, Arctic Island is a very obscure level. Thankfully though, it has been proven that Turtu is in fact alive. By searching SGT Turtu on YouTube, we get a result of a YouTube channel called Turtu, which uploads non-Geometry Dash content. This channel has uploaded videos as recent as 3 weeks ago, and although we cannot confirm the channel's validity just based off of names, here's a comment left by this channel on the oldest existing video of Arctic Paradise 5 years ago. With this, we can safely confirm that Turtu is alive and well. And ladies and gentlemen, that was the Geometry Dash Iceberg. It was certainly a lot to say the least, but I really enjoyed scripting and making this video, as well as learning a lot about the history of Geometry Dash in the process. With that being said though, if there are topics that you think were missed, or if I got something wrong, please let me know in the comments. If there was enough traction and feedback on this video, I might make a part 2. I'd really like to make more videos like this if people will watch them, so be sure to subscribe if you enjoyed this video. That's all for now though, thank you for watching, don't forget to leave criticisms in the comments, and have a great Monday.